Colby leaving ATT.
Mm-hmm.
A, what do you think of that? And B, have you, as the captain of AKA for several years now, have you ever been in a position like this where you had to tell someone to get out?
We haven't had to tell anybody to get out. We've had guys leave, and sometimes it works out better for those people. Some of the guys that have left, I think they're in better situations for them. This Kobe Covington thing, though, I mean, the writing was on the wall, right? Like, you could see that at some point that was going to boil over to the point that a choice was going to have to be made. And in most cases, any gym owner or coach, or they'll take the whole over the one, no matter how special you are. Kobe's a fantastic fighter. He knows how to build a fight and everything else. But when you talk about Jorge Masvidal, who's also a star, Dustin Poirier, Ioanni Jacek, there's no way that ATT would side with him over all three of those level of fighters.
I kind of feel like this was inevitable. Like, I'm surprised it didn't happen before, right?
Yeah, for sure. Like, with all that was being said and how much tension there was between him and those people, there was no way that was ever going to work out.
Yeah. I mean, when you talk about, Joanna that way, Amanda that way,
yeah, everybody.
Yeah, you're kind of almost asking for it. He says that they left on good terms, that it was mutual. Dan Lambert, I asked him the same. He said the same. So they're all leaving, but it's going to be interesting now that the shackles are off, so to speak, that he doesn't have to feel muted, because they had this deal where he wasn't
not been muted, though.
Well,
Kobe Covington has not been muted. Like, if that's muted, imagine what he really wants to say.
Right.
Imagine what he really wants to say.
Conor McGregor, Anderson Silva, in or out?
If there's nobody else for Conor to fight, yeah, I'd watch it.
Really?
I'd absolutely watch it. Yeah,
I mean, I guess I'd watch anything, but not my first choice.
If everybody else is matched up, why not? Here's the deal, man. People all want to have a problem with everything, right? First off, it's like everybody has a problem with everything. First off, it's like Conor versus Khabib doesn't deserve a title fight. Needs to fight Justin. Okay, he does. Don't let him fight Justin because Justin deserves a title fight. Okay, so now he's on the outside at 155. Sure. Wants to go to 170? Oh, he doesn't deserve a title fight against Usman. Okay, sure. We don't want to see him fight Masvidal because Masvidal's a bad matchup. He needs to fight Usman. Okay. We don't want to see this. Okay, so he's out. Now at Diaz. We're not interested in the Diaz fight. Okay, so he's on an island. He's out. Let him fight Anderson Silva. What's it matter? Right? Like, if everybody has a problem with everything and you don't want him in a meaningful fight, you don't think he's done enough to re-earn a title fight, let him fight Anderson Silva. That's fine. I'll watch it. 100%. Yeah.
It's a little funky.
It's funky, of course, because Anderson's been so big for so long. But hey, if that's where he has to go to get a big fight, and it would be a big fight. Then.
Is it a big fight, though, Anderson?
It is. Yeah, for sure.
It's a big fight. Anderson at this juncture?
I mean, I'm not talking about it's a let me tell you this right here. It's a bigger fight. It's so crazy.
Don't say it.
It's a bigger fight than Ngannou versus Joe.
No, it's not. That's because Conor versus
not competitively, right? Or it doesn't look like competitively on paper. But when you put that name, Anderson Silva, across from Conor McGregor, that fight is going to sell more pay-per-views than Jones versus Ngannou.
Conor versus a broomstick sells more pay-per-views than anyone.
Yeah, but still,
it's not a fair comparison.
But that's the thing, though. It's a big. So okay, Conor. So is Conor versus a broomstick a big fight?
Yes, because Conor.
Okay, then you just answered the question. Is it a big fight, though? Of course it is, because it's going to sell.
Okay, fair enough. I just want to see Conor after he fought Cerrone, who was coming off those losses. I want to see him fight like a top-rated guy.
I do. At that, me too. But all that is not available right now.
Yeah, it's weird. It's weird that the biggest draw doesn't have an obvious dance partner, right?
Put him in there with one of the greatest fighters of all time.
All right. Okay. Last week I said I gave shout outs at the end. This time, very quick game of true or false. True or false? Jon Jones versus Francis Ngannou will happen next.
False.
Wow. Okay. True or false?
Jones will fight one of those other guys before.
Okay. Well, I was going to say true or false. The next light heavyweight title fight will not involve Jon Jones.
It'll be Jon Jones versus Jan Blachowicz. And honestly, that would be the best way for Jones to go about his business. Like you said, you're going to pay me the same, give me the next guy.
Not even Dominic Reyes, too?
I mean, that would be the bigger fight, right? But like Jones said, if you're going to keep paying me the same, I'm just going to fight the next guy.
Right. Okay. Fair enough.
Good on Jones.
True or false? Jorge Masvidal will fight Kamaru Usman next for the title.
True.
Okay, so
Sure.
basically everything that you said on Saturday was BS. You just admitted it.
No, I do. I believe Gilbert Burns should fight for the belt, but I do believe that they will make that fight somehow. That fight will work itself out. I don't know how, but I believe that it'll work itself out.
And true or false, the pride of Montreal, Quebec, Canada, the pride of the red and white, of the great white north, the former math teacher will channel her inner George St. Pierre and her inner Rich Ace Franklin, the former math teacher who became a UFC champion. Felicia, the Phenom Spencer, will shock the world on Saturday night, and she will become the new UFC women's featherweight champion by defeating the supposed GOAT, Amanda Nunes. True or false, DC? True or false?
So the moment you started to form this question as if you were going to ask me for a prediction, I shut it out because I'm calling the fights this weekend.
I know.
You know you won't get a prediction out of me. So I didn't even hear what you said. The only thing I heard, I was like, oh, here comes this guy asking for a prediction. So I just kind of shut you out. So I don't even know what you said. But
okay.
I know I'm excited about a great fight, and I know Felicia Spencer's tough. She's tough, man. It'd be a good fight.
If you sleep on Felicia Spencer, let me tell you something. You are making a mistake. She is unfazed. She is not scared. She is ready, willing, and able to shock the world. And I believe it in my heart. Now, I'm not going to go out and make the prediction myself because I don't do that. But I'm just saying.
You're so serious. Your face came closer to the camera, and then you backed out. Ooh, Ariel's really serious. He came close to the camera.
250 is a sneaky good card on paper.
It's a good card. It's a really good card.
Sneaky good, right? It's got interesting elements like the return of Cody, the return of Sugar Sean. Always fun to watch O'Malley fight. Of course, the fight I'm most looking forward to, the people's main event, Aljamain and Corey Sandhagen, the real bantamweight title fight, the real number one contender fight. It's a sneaky good card. It happens this Saturday.
Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming, sports, and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.